Okay, GeeJay. So, how did you get started in music?
Well, I started learning instruments when I was about 7. I started the saxophone and piano when I was about 10. And then kept on learning them throughout school. When I got to college, I stopped playing them and I got more into production and making beats for rappers. And then it's only a few years ago, like maybe like 2-3 years ago, I kind of fused all the elements together and created. That's what I've been doing.
For me, it was more sort of performing. I remember the first thing I ever did was, I think I was about 8, and I did like the local village pantomime, which was quite ruthless actually. It's like 14 hours a weekend. I think that's quite a lot for an 8-year-old. And so it was more sort of dancing and acting, and then it slowly switched to singing, and then I started a more professional career and doing originals 4 years ago.
Okay, and how did you guys first meet then?
Ironically, we met in a music coffee shop. So we were both making coffee and teaching singing and keyboard, saxophone. We started to talk and we realised that we had like similar genre taste in music. And we actually started to jam in there, didn't we?
Yeah,
they've got a little studio room in there. It's a really cool little community hub and you meet some crazy people in there. So that's how it began, which was only about under a year ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good then. So when did you kind of realise this was what you wanted to do? How old were you about when you first realised music is definitely what I do, performing is definitely what I want to do when I'm older?
I'm told by my mother that I always said I wanted to either be an actress or a bar lady from a very young age. But again, it switched to like being serious about originals and songwriting 4 years ago.
And me taking music seriously as a career choice, maybe about 4 years ago. Before then I was a bit lost, I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
That's fine though.
Yeah, but now happy doing music.
Good to hear. You mentioned that you've got a similar genre of music. What is that genre, would you say?
Well, I think both of us, it sounds like from a younger age, had the whole sort of soul and reggae influence. When you dig deeper, it's more that Jacob liked sort of classic reggae, whereas I liked a bit more of soca, but it still comes under the same umbrella. And you have a little bit of gospel elements.
Yeah.
And so kind of under that one umbrella of that soul-y, jazzy, it's so loose, it's so hard to coin and term these influences,
feelings
really,
music.
isn't it? Yeah, feelings music.
Yeah, I'd like to think I'm pretty big on music, but I've never heard of soccer before, unless it's an American getting the name for football wrong.
No,
What
is Caribbean carnival music. So it's a lot of like repetitive hooks and a lot of it's kind of like calypso beats and that sort of thing. Yeah. But it's not really electronic. It's kind of more acoustic because they have to be able to perform it for the carnival season, which is very popular out there.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Is this your first time touring the UK then?
As GeeJay, actually for both of us.
No, we've both done European tours in previous projects.
Yeah.
So this is our first UK tour. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where have you performed in Europe before?
I've been around Germany, Austria. You've done the Netherlands as well.
I've done the Netherlands tour, yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah. So, what would you say the best university you've been so far on the tours, apart from Huddersfield, obviously?
Right,
he's making us pick favourites.
It's the standard questions that we ask everybody.
Oh God.
Well, you gave us the get out clause. You said apart from
this one. Okay,
yeah, because this is obviously the best. So.
Obviously.
You haven't even performed yet.
We haven't even performed, but we've had the weather.
I liked Warwick. Warwick was a good
Yeah,
vibe.
and Essex was cool. Yeah.
We always hear them too, every single
favourites.
time. Yeah. Someone told us a while back that the Essex University was designed by an artist who was on LSD.
Yes, we got told that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must tell it every artist.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my phone's just decided to lock itself.
Oh no.
Will, this is where you edit.
Technology.
I know, it's always letting us down, isn't it? Right. Okay. So, how did you come up with the name then for your act?
Very simple. Jacob, Gina, so GeeJay, sculpted together. And no, actually as well, because I'm Gina Jane and Jacob is actually Jacob Geronimo. So yeah.
It's a sign.
GeeJay, yeah.
Okay. So who are you both listening to now, music artist wise? You say.
We always find this one really difficult because we don't really listen to that much music. I know that sounds weird.
It sounds completely weird.
We spend most of our time working or creating. Not much leisure time these days. Any
I like old school music and thinking for old school stuff. There's a really cool blues singer who never really made it. He's called Walter Wolfman Washington. I really dig his stuff. He's got a really great tone to his voice and just I love the chord. I'm a chord man, so yeah, I like his chords.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So what's next for you guys after the CofeeHouse tour?
Got 2 more songs to release because we just released our first single a few days ago. So we've got 2 more to come off of that, and hopefully, I don't know if it's too early to say, but hopefully we'll do a Spanish tour in July. Fingers crossed. So that'll be exciting.
We've got a few more shows booked.
Yeah.
In London.
Yeah, one at the TRC in March and one at Archbase in Haggerston in April.
Okay. So. Oh, good luck with that then. What would you say your interests outside of music are then?
Gina said we don't really get much time outside of music. We both like cooking and fusing different kind of
I like
foods
eating
together.
it and you like making it. So yeah, I like food, you like cooking. I like travelling. Like I get really excited with new stimuli and meeting new people. I love people. I think people are so interesting.
That's fair enough then. And lastly, where can we all find you social media wise?
GeeJay UK for Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, just GeeJay on Spotify, iTunes, all of the big cats.
It's okay. That's all good then. GeeJay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.